So what you think it is, Tess? What you think it is, Mom?
A girl.
A girl? Okay. TVB. But we outside here today. Okay, beauties, welcome back to the channel, and we gonna hop right into this look. And this is the look we are going for today because it was a gender reveal, and the colors were inspired by the Proud family, and I love how it turned out because it just fit the whole agenda. If you are new to the channel, again, welcome, and we are going to hop right into it. Starting off with these brows, I am using my Wet n Wild pencil in dark brown, taking that and feathering out some natural hairs, and then filling in the gaps of what I want to be deepened or darkened, taking the short strokes towards the front to make more hair-like and longer strokes towards the back to fill in the gaps to deepen or darken the look. I'm just tracing the natural shape of the brow and filling in as I so choose. Whenever I feel like it's too dark, I go in with a spoolie on the other side of my brow brush and clean it up. Going in with a little bit of concealer that is by Maybelline, that is in the color 30, called Honey. And I'm taking a wide concealer brush and not only cleaning underneath my brows, but also laying a canvas and a foundation somewhat for my look for today. If I wanted the pigments to be or were a little bit different of color, like a blue or a something other than a warm tone, if it was anything cool tone or light in color, I would use a white base. But because these are kind of warm tone and the concealer is already a little light, I kind of went with that. But I'm going in with the Zulu palette just to give me a little bit of shape. I'm taking a medium-sized fluffy brush and going in with the two colors of my choice, which is an orange and a hot pink. And I'm also following that up with loose pigment, and I'm going to pat that on. And I have everything listed in the description box below for you guys, so you don't have to worry about trying to figure it out. I cannot pronounce the company's name for some odd reason. Dear God, I gotta get better at that. Anyway, I'm just going in and patting all over, just not to give me some spotchiness, because I feel like when I do colors like this, I get a little bit of separation. So I go in with loose pigment on top for looks like this, just to give me the blend I'm looking for. Not that Juvia's place is not okay, but I don't know. I just felt like I needed a little bit of a loose pigment to give me the real saturation and concentration of the color that I was looking for. Of course, after finishing that up, I'm going in with a palette I found off of Amazon, the Pretty All Set, and I'm going in with a natural skin tone color and blending it out so the edges won't be so sharp. Of course, you can kind of skip this step because it's going to be covered up by the lines, but because it's me, I went back in, and those are the names of the colors. It's Candy Pink, and the other one is Tangy Orange. And again, the company and the names will be listed in the description box below. So once we're finishing that up, yeah, I know, don't look at my nails. I'm sorry, y'all. But we're gonna finish that up, and we're gonna do the lines. I am going in with my Glam Vice Neon Festival Face and Body Palette. I love them. They have great reviews for me. I'm using the purple and the black today. I'm going to use the black as my actual liner, and I'm going to use the purple for the design work. I'm taking a little bit of facial spray to wet each pod, and I'm going in and start off with the heart. I sped this part up just a bit so you won't be here like for a day and a half to see the line work. And I'm starting off in the outer third or towards the end of the tail of the brow. in order to put the heart, because that's where it starts. It just, everything stems from that place. So we just go ahead and start in with that first, and then draw the lines as decoratively as possible. I'm using a very thin liner brush. Well, it's kind of medium size. It's not very long, but it's thin, and it gets the job done. I don't feel as comfortable with a longer brush yet as far as doing line work, but this one definitely, it's beginner friendly because I'm still working on my lines in order for me to get better with them. Eventually, I'm going to transition over to a longer stem brush, but as of right now, this was pretty decent to give me the lines that I desperately needed for this look to complete it. And as you can see, I'm taking my time. I'm going back and forth just to give me as much symmetry for each eye to have a complete look as much as possible. And I'm just taking my time with it. I'm not rushing. I go back in and fill in the gaps later, or thicken the lines as I need to. And I go back in on both sides again, just to give me the symmetry that I am looking for, because I know what I'm going to do or try to attempt to do for this look on each eye. Okay, child, now that all the hustle and bustle is done, it's time for the glitter. And I found that off of Amazon as well. It came in a pack. You could definitely find that at your local craft store, or girl, if you have some different type of glitter because you want to change up the look, you could definitely do that as well. But I wanted to go in with this again. It was a summer theme. I'm going to try to sneak a picture in here so you guys can understand why I chose these colors. Because if it's a gender reveal, why not go with pink and blue? Because I was matching the theme of the gender reveal, which was Pride Family, which is purple and orange and pink and all kind of other colors. Okay, so ta-da. Anyway, finishing the look off, I'm going in and doing my face. If you want to see a full face routine, put that in the comments below, guys, because I'm doing these videos and nobody's really leaving comments, which I feel is kind of rude, because I'm looking for the feedback a little bit, not so much, not gonna lie. I am looking for some type of feedback a little bit in order for me to understand better how to address certain issues with my videos and to kind of know what you guys are looking forward to in the videos. Okay, so leave comments below, do not be afraid. But I'm going in, finishing my face using the same concealer from earlier, using my Huda Beauty to set everything. And girl, I forgot to do my forehead and I didn't catch it until later. That's a shame. That nice concealer was just sitting there just getting warm and stuck. See, y'all just let me just leave it there. I thought we was family. I thought we was better than that. But setting underneath where I had blended out the concealer before, going around my mouth and chin, and then I'm going back and fix that. Okay, now that we've finished and fixed all of what we needed to fix, we're going in and finishing the look a little bit with contour. I'm using the same Zulu palette by Juvia's Place and using the brown shade that they have, which is a warm brown, to contour the face. I want everything to complement each other. So because it's not a cool look, I'm going in with a warm contour to still give me depth to the face and complement the rest of the look as well. Blending in with big circles at the top and smaller circles towards the end of the cheek or towards the mouth, and blending out as much as possible. If I have any mistakes that I need to kind of erase, I could go back in with my beauty blender, or I can use a little bit of foundation powder or finishing powder to blend it out to soften where I need to blend out a little bit more. Adding as much as I need to, and then finishing off the look with the MAC mineralizing powder. Again, everything will be in the description box below. These two brushes that I just used come from the same collection, and I love that brush set. I found it off of AliExpress years ago. Hear me? Years ago. And I have not been disappointed ever since. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking about doing a giveaway, but we're going to have more of a conversation with that in later videos. But I love that brush set. It does not disappoint. Taking a little bit of a foundation or a finishing powder when you're removing your setting powder is a pro tip. Let me explain why. You did all of that work for your makeup to stay in place. And when you're dusting off the remaining setting powder, which for Huda's Beauty, ever since I picked it up, I don't have to use a lot and everything is still flawless, even if I didn't finish it off with a finishing powder or a foundational powder to kind of dust it off. It still gives me a flawless finish. But because I use a little bit of powder before going in and removing the remaining dust, it lets everything stay in place and does not disturb the work that I do, meaning it gives me more of a fuller coverage or a polished look and still keep what I've done previously in place without disturbing it, as in I don't have to go back in and touch it up because I let it set for the proper time and did not take away with a blank or naked brush in order for the powder to still somewhat remain in place. Just a free pro tip. So we're finishing off the look with a purple from that same Zulu palette underneath the waterline to give a little bit more pop of color, depth to the look, and just a more polished finish. And here we go. This is before the lipstick, the look, and bam, afterwards. And I'm going in with Candy Yum Yum by MAC. And I finished off everything with a little bit of the Nefertiti highlight from the Nubian collection by Juvia's Place. I've been rocking with them for a while, as you can tell. Yeah, it's just, it gives depth to the look. It gives me the complete look I'm looking for. Everything is just flawlessly together. All that work, all the gems are in place. That is pretty much the finished look. I know the lashes did not set completely yet, but that's pretty much the look. And I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Don't forget to leave comments. Don't forget to follow me on other platforms, okay? I want to hear from you guys. And this is the look with everything on. Okay? All together. Check you babies later.
Come on. Are you put a hand
Oh.
on
Right. Hold up. Oh.
Come on, y'all.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Wait. All right, wait.
Oh,